Here at the baptismal font, we celebrate and give thanks for the gift of baptism and Jesus' baptism. The Gospel of Matthew records Jesus' baptism at the beginning of chapter 3. Jesus came from Galilee to John at the Jordan to be baptized by him. John would have prevented him by saying, "I need to be baptized by you, and you come to me?" Friends, I love that question. For that question it's a test. And it may not have been a question trying to trip Jesus up, but it's a question that is testing Jesus' commitment, his intention. Now, Matthew records Jesus' genealogy through naming generations of Jesus' forefathers, indeed some of his foremothers as well. But there is not one name mentioned about Jesus' mentors, which I find fascinating in a really engaging way. Matthew ends chapter 2 with Jesus as a baby and begins chapter 3 with Jesus as an adult at 30 years. Between that age span, Jesus grew and learned and, I believe, was mentored by so many people. So many people not included by name in that genealogy. Jesus was mentored certainly by his mother Mary and his father Joseph, and Jesus was mentored by those in Nazareth, perhaps those shopkeepers and those bakers, and outside of Nazareth by the shepherds and the farmers. But there's another group that I imagined mentored Jesus, and I think of this from a walk that I took. In 2014 and 2018, I walked the Jesus Trail, which is from Nazareth to Capernaum on the shores of the Sea of Galilee. And as one leaves Nazareth and rises the hill, there on the horizon is a broad Galilean hill, and on top of that hill is the ancient city of Sepphoris. Sepphoris was a booming town during the time of Mary and Joseph and Jesus. In fact, Sepphoris was larger than Nazareth. It was undergoing a building spree, and Sepphoris drawed tradespersons and builders and carpenters from all over Galilee. And so historians believe that Joseph would have been a carpenter, a tekton, which also means craftsperson, at Sepphoris. So as I walked Sepphoris, I imagined Joseph plying his trade there. I invite you to imagine with me running your hands along the smooth stone of the pillars still standing in Sepphoris and imagining, did Joseph shape this stone? Or walking into one of the fine homes in which mosaics have been uncovered, beautiful mosaics, and asking yourself, did Jesus help his father Joseph lay this mosaic? Or sitting down in the amphitheater carved out from the side of the hill and asking yourself, did the Son of God sit here? Or walking into the synagogue and imagining that God with us prayed in that space. Throughout Sepphoris and all of those early years of Jesus' life, I believe that he was mentored. He was mentored so that in response to John's question, Jesus could answer, "Let it be so for now." That is such a wise and faithful answer. Friends, we come to a point in all of our lives in which we gather together the faith and the wisdom and the love to share and to receive. I believe not only was Jesus readied for that question that tested him by John with his mentors throughout his life, he was ready for that. But I also believe that we are ready for such a time as this. Truly, one of the abundant gifts of our congregation is the faith and the wisdom and the love that we can offer. We have been those who have walked the way of faith. Some of us have been to the mountaintop. Some of us have walked through the valley of the shadow. Some of us have lost faith only to find it in a new and amazing way. Some of us have found faith much later in life, much to our surprise. As we come to this new year with university students ready to return over the coming week, I invite us to think about the ways in which we may be in mentoring relationships, sharing the faith and the wisdom and the love with university students as well as confirmands, with young parents as well as those who are navigating what it is to move through the thresholds of working to retirement. Mentoring is about sharing the faith and the wisdom and the love as well as receiving it. So friends, today, I invite you to recall your baptism. Give thanks for that. And remember those who have shaped your life as a mentor, or perhaps you are looking for a mentor in your life. And together, let us claim the wise words of Jesus, saying, "Let it be so for now." Peace be with you.